Like, I hear you. Tell me what's really going on. Let's get to the root of why
Sometimes
you
it's a cry out.
it can be a cry out. It can be those things, and we gotta let them know what's available to them. Because a lot of times they don't have those examples. They don't have those positive people in their ear. They don't have the opportunity. So if we say, "Oh, you a knucklehead," everybody else been telling them they're a knucklehead, and they dismiss them. So we don't give them the opportunity to be like, "Why are you being a knucklehead? Like, bro, you got all of this opportunity right here. What is it? What's the challenge?" And it may not be in a space where you do it in a group, but to completely dismiss them, sometimes it's that.
I'm hard on the ROI on effort. I mean, if it's gonna be 1 to 10, I want to work with the 1.
But check this out.
I don't want to work with the other 9 because I'm gonna be drained.
Well,
If I find somebody who wants to pursue something and do it, then we're running together hand in hand. I'm not gonna drag you while you lay it on the ground, and I'm giving you all of me.
But let me give you this. The ones that you're gravitating to don't need you as much.
No,
They do. It's the ones that are giving you resistance. And I know this intimately because of my line of work, right? There are young men that sit there, and young women too, and white and black, that sit in front of me and they've never heard a single person say, "I believe you can do it." They've never heard a single person say, "I want you to win." And so they're so used to that oftentimes you'll do that and that's normal for them. Because nobody believes in them, nobody cares how they turn out. So you do that and they go, "Yep, that's what the world looks like for me." And all you have to do is give it a, do you know I've had people that come in there, see me once a month, leave and say you're the closest thing to a father I've had. That's how little some of these young men are being exposed to something positive where somebody says, "Hey, I care enough about you that I want you to win." So
I think I'm just going to spin this a little bit about the mentoring that I do with third grade boys. You know, Steve James has been
what up, Steve?
helping me out with that program as well. And you know, and it's so we're dealing with third graders, right? And so one of the things that, and it made me think about what you said about, because now we've broken it down. We used to have like 6 kids to each of us, right? So about 30 kids in the class. And I'm always trying to get all of them engaged, because we're talking about social emotional learning type things. And we are trying to talk about respect and find out what's happening at home, you know, as well with them. And there have been times though, where I've gotten a kid, 2 maybe kids in that group, they don't wanna be with the rest of us, they wanna do their own thing. And the wonderful thing about the program that we're in is governed by the school social worker. So she is actually in the class while we're doing stuff too. And so you get the kid that doesn't want to do anything, and he's going to poison, you know, the other kids.
Which is indecent stuff.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting there, but I'm still trying to reach them because I want us all, you know, to win. And so I think it's a commitment that we have to do. And I believe the same thing where even in my sales training, you know, if you have the will, I can teach you the skill, you know, to be successful. So I say, I go with that, you know, and may I say one last thing about what's happening in the community today. You mentioned the video, but if anybody saw, you know, what was happening with the news people, you saw tons of parents out there at the school.
Yeah. The next day, you mean that was
encouraging. Yeah. And so, right, it was encouraging to see all these parents wanting change to happen. Yep, how they showed up. So let me tell you about a recent situation. You know, Trespue had his store broken into, right? What happens? He puts it on social media to talk about, you know, this is what happened, how could they do this? I help out people, you know, in the community, etc. And people came, I know you don't like etc. A lot of people came and supported his business. Right down the street from his 47th Street location, a woman's ice cream got broken into yesterday, right? And the community said, "Hey, we're going to put this on Facebook, we're going to support you." I drove by there today, and it was like tons of people out there supporting, you know, the store. Why do I say this? I'm saying that the community, we do have this uproar, but we also have some good stuff happening. Because, you know, if we put it on social media, what's happening, people will come out in support. You know, that's the
That's
community
recent.
piece of it.
That's recent though.
That's
It is recent.